This week in Trad Archery 101, we're going to talk about accessories for getting started in traditional archery. Hey everybody, welcome to Trad Archery 101. Greg here. Alright, episode 7. We covered all the bow stuff, but that's not the end of it. You gotta have some other gear, the accessories, and that's what we're gonna cover. Alright, so up first, let's look at the arm guard. Alright everybody, the arm guard, otherwise known as the brace, some people. What's the purpose of it? Protect your arm from string slap, and string slap is real, and man will that leave a bruise. Now, your arm guards can be made out of various materials like leather, cloth, even plastic. And there's many designs, like this one here. This is for people to shoot longbows, and it's got protection over the thumb because they don't shoot with a rest. Alright? Then you have long ones that cover the entire forearm. Then you have cloth ones, those are very popular today. And a lot of the competition archers shoot these plastic ones. Now, what I personally use is leather. This is mine. You can see how small it is. This is my wife's, and you can see the size difference, right? And nothing big, it's just whatever you like. And that is the beauty of arm guards, all right? So there's the first thing you're going to need is an arm guard. All right, everybody, talking about finger protection next. Not mandatory, but it's highly recommended. If you don't use finger protection, you're most likely going to get some nasty calluses on your fingertips. And if you're cool with that, well, more power to you. Personally, I like finger protection, and that's what I use. Now, there's multiple types you can use. First up, we're going to cover is the glove, right? It can be made out of many materials like leather, cloth, metal, all different types, all right? Now, what you're going to find is there's two types of shooting, fingers and thumb. I'm going to put them together. I ain't going to separate them. A thumb shot is where you have a ring or a glove, and the string goes here, you wrap your thumb around it and put your finger on it, and you draw back like that, and to let go, all you do is release this finger and it goes off. Now, finger shooting, so you hook your fingers in the string and shoot. Alright, right here is a thumb ring. Right? Gotta be sized, different designs, but that's for those that want to shoot with their thumbs. Now you don't have to use a ring, you can use like this right here, a thumb glove. Right? Same thing. Now here's the next one. Now we're going to go to the fingers. This is what they call a damask. It's very thin. People like that so they can get a good feel of the string. Then you have this one, which has these 3 separate strands for holding the finger points on. Those are fine. What I highly suggest, and I'm not being paid from, this is from personal experience, is the American Leather's buffalo glove. This is a heavy duty glove. This baby protects your fingers. So why is that important? Story time. I learned to shoot archery right-handed. Right? Right-handed. I shot that for many years. Heavyweight bows. Then one day I'm drawing and bing, it was a pain through my ring finger like you wouldn't believe. I lost feeling for 6 months on this ring finger. It was excruciating. I couldn't feel when I was typing. I couldn't feel that I was hitting the keyboard. So I switched to left-handed, and I've been doing it ever since. But while I was trying to recover and I kept shooting, I found if I used this, it minimized it. So I'm telling you, it's real. If you're feeling pinching in your fingers at any nerve, get one of these, and this will definitely help you. All right? So there's your gloves, all different designs, fingers or thumb. Right? I highly recommend the American Leathers. Alright, now I don't use a glove anymore. I transitioned over to a tab. And tabs are simply a piece of either metal with leather or just all leather. 2 types, right? I love these. I can get my fingers around it better. I can feel the part of my finger touch my face When you got a glove, you can't really feel that little connection there. So that's big to me. Again, personal opinion, I love Yost tabs. These are awesome. Why do I love them? Because I met the guy Eric Frost at the Pennsylvania Bowhunters Festival. He talked me through them. He educated me on them. Took time out of his day to do it all for me. And for that, he's got my friendship and my allegiance, loyalty. All right? So the tabs are great. I love them. That's how you wear them, just like that. Now, the big advantage of a glove over a tab, I'll show you real quick, is you're out doing stuff, right? And maybe you got it right, this gets in the way. Now what you can do is flip it around like that. But with this, you can pretty much still do stuff, right? You got all the movement, unlike this, and worse comes to worse, you just do that, and then you can do your stuff. Something to think about when you want to do it. Do you want a glove, a tab, or do you want to really be different and shoot the thumb? Next thing you gotta have is a quiver. How are you going to carry your arrows? And again, there's a multitude of ways. And it all depends on what you're doing and what you like. Now, I'm going to show you what I use, I'll show you what others use. First thing I'm going to show you is this. This here is called a bow quiver. It's a little mount on your bow. You put your bows on it, and there you have it. Personally, I don't like it. I don't like seeing anything on my bow when I'm looking down it. I know you're not supposed to see it. I do, and it distracts me. So that's one. You got your bow quiver. Then you have the back quiver, and it's just what it says. You wear it across your back. Here's one right here. They're usually pretty large. Has a large pocket. That's where your arrows go. Right? To put it on is real simple. You just put it here. Strap it across the front, and there you go. Draw your arrows out like that, and you're good to go. Very popular. I used one for many years, but I transitioned away from it for multiple reasons. So if you don't want a back quiver, you can get what's called a hip quiver. Hip quivers are very popular with target archers. Arrows go here. You got large pockets. These pockets, you got multiple ones here. You got a zippered one here. You got another one here. And all it is comes with a belt. Wear it around your waist. Now the arrows can face to the front, or the arrows can face to the back. Totally personal preference. Most people like to have it face to the back, right? So you got back quiver and a hip quiver. Now there's other types of hip quivers that came out, and this one's a pretty good one from Whiskey City Traditional Archery, and that is the hipster. You notice how, look at the size difference, right? This is big and bulky. You take this out hunting, no, not a good idea. This, smaller, lighter, easier to travel with. So that one there, it's another one you can look at. You got all different types. Then you have pocket quivers, and that's what I use today. You have the most basic pocket quiver. It's like this. Hard plastic piece goes in your pocket. You can, if you want, attach it to your belt, right? Or you can just put it right in your pocket. It's totally up to you. No cargo ability, just simple arrows in there. Now the one I like to use is this one here from GW Leather. It's a pocket quiver with a case in it. So now I can put my tab, my brace, and other things right in there. Right? Many ways to carry your arrows. Personal preference. People are going to tell you this, that. You're going to have to find it out for your own. Alright? So there you go. The next thing you're going to need, the quiver. The next two items are totally optional, but I highly suggest them. And one, some people call it an archery tee. Everybody has different names for it. Levels, you got all different things. Bow square, whatever. You'll see them, you'll find them. This is good. Well, this can be done for multiple things. You can measure your nock point height, which is important, and your brace or your string height, right? Now, if you don't want to use that, you can always use this. Or you can go out and buy a tape measure, right? These are just much easier. And then the last one, again, not mandatory, but highly recommended, and that's a stringer. You're going to have to string and unstring your bow. You can leave them strung for a pretty good period of time. I've seen some that were done for 10 years with no bad effects. Older bows, I would not suggest it. But it's just a good, sound principle, unstring your bow. This is a great way to do it. And when we get to the episodes where we show you how to set your bow up and do it, I'll show you all different methods where you don't need these. You can do it by using your body, right? So there you have it. There's your optional accessories. You have the arm guard, right? Gloves, tabs, quivers, stringer, and your tee. All right, everybody. Here's my website. Don't forget to check it out, where you can find out tons of information about archery and 3D archery in particular, from clubs, ranges, competitions, festivals, and of course, targets by me, 3D archery. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time with the final episode of Getting Started in Traditional Archery on Trad Archery 101.